Hey guys, it's Pam. Welcome back to, God, I just still did almost said Dragon Age Inquisition. I just signed off and back on for various reasons, but we are going to go turn in the quest for uh, the Tam-Tara Deepcroft that we just finished, and then I'm going to move on to do Copperbell. Oh, I mean, the next quest in the chain. Um, Welcome back, Elvin. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. This is the group we saw outside Sasha. They are short, remember? Avir's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he'd still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momody, the proprietress of the quicksand. Think of her as a sultan's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Galvin, and good luck. It's a little bit traumatizing how readily they expect us to just go risk our lives. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the airship over, because why not? Yes. My friend is chatting with me on Discord, and I will be talking with her later, but I wanted to get this done and recorded first. Like I said, I am feeling much better, and hopefully I sound much better as well. That was really frustrating. I just can't explain how frightening it is when your body just decides to give out on you, and there's not a lot I can do about it because, unemployed, no insurance, can't see a doctor, Merca. I'm basically worthless in the eyes of the world. My skills are not that great. I can't do a job where I stand up and work, on my feet. Am I in the right place? Yes. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Woodby Road. Because my feet are in pretty bad shape, if I stand for more than like half an hour, but they somehow managed to go both numb and hurt at the same time. I don't know how that works, but it works somehow. Boy, the egg stuff is all over the place. They really go overboard on decorating in this game. So I'm still trying to find something, but for now I do this. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now, if you wouldn't mind showing yourself too. Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Gelvin Rendever by any chance? Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point in calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? I need to do one thing. Okay. Into a copper hell. A Copperbell. Petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard ale, if you'd be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. So this strapping young lad is the much-lauded adventurer, is he? Marvelous, marvelous. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I'm Papa Sean, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Galvin of his mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hekaton-Kyries, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they've managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used Hekaton-Kyries to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekaton-Kyries, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Tonses. Oh, that's right. Well, now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about the Copperbell in the Mithralaia a fortnight or so ago. About Copperbell. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep. They delved too deep. And freed the giants. Gods, to think those poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. Okay. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it's for the best. In case you didn't know, Copperbell's mines are in western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Almagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who volunteered to deal with the mess down at Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hekaton-Kyries left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Old Dynasty was still young, and was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyways. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Okay, so, boy, it's 10 minutes before I can even get to the actual quest. I think I can take the chocobo cube from here. I'm not sure if I have, yeah, I'm not sure if I've unlocked the, Aetheryte. Nope, I haven't, because it's the first time I've been in Western Thanalan. Everybody gets Western accents here. I just can't help it. It's just how it is. Southern, Western, Southwestern, something like that. Anyway, we'll do a quick one. No! Don't start. I'm getting yelled at again. This cat. I just don't know. Oh. Anyway, if you had started in Ul'dah, you would have seen and talked with Momody and Papa Shan, who he mentioned he was a former member of the Sultan Sworn, which are the guards who protect the Sultana, the head of Thanalan, the ruler, I guess. She is Lalafell. God, it seems to be so slow, I swear. Because it is kind of slow, but it's fine. It's still faster than running. I'm going to stop and get the... Okay, thank you. Oh, they're chocobos named Hydrangea. That's cute. Stop and get the Aetheryte here, and then I will move on. Now I have to run the rest of the way. My cats are just being so weird today, and I don't know why. I'm going to sprint. Boy, that really helps. I'm so much faster now. Actually, I could do Peloton. It doesn't say how much faster you are. It's about the same whether you sprint or use Peloton, but they do not stack. So it's not like doing one is better than the other. And Peloton is only for archer, bard, mechanic, machinist, and dancers. So very specific ranged fighters. Okay, Stone Torch, not his name, his role. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecanicyrus? I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Okay, and now I can do Copperbell Mines. So, thank you. And I will do that with the party of NPCs. We don't have a choice who we take with us. Loot rule is normal. Why are my cats being so weird today? God. It's annoying. I just want to record. Now, I had recalled in the middle of one of those conversations that they changed combat in a couple of the boss fights in this. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out now. Because the mechanics were kind of tedious, especially with the second one. Well, the first one's annoying. The second one was tedious. It'll be nice to have like some actual combat to do. As you can see, everything's blocked off here, but all of these little tiny creatures have taken over. Spriggans are fun. There is a Spriggan minion that you can get that is really cute. It carries around a piece of rock, and every now and then it actually drops it and it flails around like, oh my god, no, I dropped my rock, I dropped my rock, and then it picks it up again. Damn. Okay, so one of them drops a tiny key. Where's the tiny key? Where is... There it is. God only knows why that goblin had a tiny key, but it did. And then we go down into the mines. We actually get to use the... Are you guys coming? Are they just gonna stand there? Do they come in? I guess they don't come in. I'm gonna go ahead and do this and see if it brings them down with me or not, because this is a little bit weird. Usually, again, it's a competition to see who gets to pull the. Oh, there they go. Okay, who gets to pull the lever first? Good Lord, are you okay, baby girl? Now Fiona's running all over the place. Normally you just ignore those two, because people will pull them and then try to move on, and what'll end up happening is they'll somehow disengage, they'll lose interest and be gone, and it's like, okay. But there's also something in there, or maybe not, I can't remember for sure. I want to go see. There is usually one wandering mob. There's a whole thing over here, gosh. Fiona, would you please? Okay, this is, nope, that's the same. So, I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing the names of the giants right, the Hecatonkairos. I'm guessing it's going from the Greek, because there was the, not Briareus. There was one that was like the Thousand Eyes, and I think it was Hecatonkairos or something like that. But I'm also not, like, versed in how to pronounce Greek words quite as much as I am with, say, Latin, because I actually took some Latin in college. Not that I remember any of it at all, in the slightest bit. It seems like they toned down on the number of encounters here, because there used to be a couple more things over there. We've got these guys. Is that Wandering Spriggan just not here now? Oh no, there it is. No, it seems to be connected in with these other... I don't know. Maybe they did change this. I will never... No, there's a wandering one over there. It doesn't really make a big difference. I just like being able to note what's changed. I just find it interesting. Yeah, here comes that other one. Spriggan Copper Carrier. Some of them are Spriggan Coppers because they cop the copper. It's Fairclub. and then there's this one. Normally all these are getting pulled over to somewhere around here so that the tank can deal with them all at once. This cat, she's losing her little kitty mind. Not that she ever had much of one to begin with. Actually, she is pretty smart. My younger cat, Fiona, is an absolute adorable baby girl and an imp all in one. She's not big on human food, but she still wants to see what I'm eating. And I remember one time when she was still a kitten, where she actually, where's the fire sand? She actually grabbed a bag of combos off my desk by, oh, the door's open. She ran around the back of the PC and pulled at the cords until the monitor cord came out. Because I have it hooked up to a converter, so it's not like screwed in. And an adapter, I mean. And so she, while I was freaking out and ran around to the back of the computer to get it plugged back in, she went back to my desk and grabbed the bag of combos and pulled it right off my desk. I was like, you little shit. Oh, there's the fire sand. This is different. Huh. Well, that one's in the same spot. I wonder why they put this one here. Were people missing it or something? I don't know. But then you still have to do all this stuff. I remember running this one time with a guy. There was a Hrothgar in a pink sweater named Jam Jar. I absolutely loved him. And every time we would do that part, he would, oh, they changed this. He would play dead. This used to be, oh, thank God. This is completely different. Go away. You used to get a whole bunch of just random small enemies coming at you. Like, oh, shit. You actually have to watch out for the mechanics now. Oh my God. He's like not kidding around. Wow, I'm impressed. Anyway, you just get like a bunch of little spriggans and like a couple of bombs and you know, you just have to kind of tediously, it was still called the Screaming Dark, which is where we are right now. And I remember joking with one group at one point. Someone was like, man, that sounds like an emo band. And I was like, yeah, oh my God, it does. It sounds something like, not Nightwish, but like, trying to think, God damn it, where's the fucking place to stand? Oop, I definitely did not plan that one well. Like an Evanescence song, and then we were talking about heavy metal and groups that we'd seen and stuff like that. For the whole rest of the wow. But yeah, this is very different. This mechanic is also showing up a lot earlier. I'm noticing. That's something that I didn't used to see until like raids at like level 80. So it's kind of nice that you're actually getting a better look at like the kind of mechanics we'll be seeing throughout the whole game and learning how to deal with them early on. I appreciate that a lot because my brain takes a long time to learn things. So the more reinforcement I can get, the better. But yeah, then after you had to deal with all the other stuff, you finally get this guy. Now we still have the tiny key, Fiona. Now she's laying on the back of my chair, which is adorable, but she's also trying to claw at me. I don't need the... Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. Oh, fuck off. I'm sorry about that. This other cat, Aiden, is just the worst. He has been making my life a living hell for just about 2 years now. When one morning he woke up and decided that what he really wanted more than anything in the world was to be fed again every morning with wet food. and he wouldn't let me alone until I dealt with it. And it took me like 3 days to realize. So he was yelling at me all night. And it was yelling. It wasn't even nice meowing. It was just yelling. Felt like I was being tortured. Honestly. And it just sucked. And now what? Oh, okay. So these guys are just hanging out in their areas. They'll be dropping the fire sand we need for the blasting door. So for 2 years now, I've just been... it's a little bit better now that I know that what he wants is to be fed, but I'm not allowed to sleep in, which is what I used to do. I used to be a night owl. I'm not a night owl anymore, and I hate it so much. Okay. And, come on, give me the fire sand. And there is a treasure coffer over here. And it's just, I've been miserable. He's an older cat, and I don't want to be, like, angry all the time, but sometimes I just can't help it. He pisses me off. Yeah, they definitely reduced the number of enemies around here. Which is probably a good thing. I mean, it's not like they ever took that long to deal with anyway, but... Yeah, there's the copper. Copper. But lately he's been extra annoying, and I really don't know what his deal is, but he's just like screaming at me for no reason that I mean, I'm sure there must be some reason, but it's like, you know, his litter box is clean, he has water, he has food, he's been fed this morning, and there's dry food out there, which Fiona doesn't eat the wet food, so, you know, the dry food is more for her. She's perfectly happy with the dry food. But whatever. Okay, so now we will be going to... Now that one's where it's always been. I wonder why... Ooh, I'm going to have to do all the mechanics in this. That's fun. So now I wonder how they've changed the XIV, because we used to get have a blasting cap that we would have to... Boy, they changed all of this, huh? We're just attacking the ire. We're not having to worry about it dividing. Thaumaturge, buddy. We don't have to worry about the Spriggan that's going to come and try and take out the blaster cap. Oh, boy, it's really, really strange. I mean, it's nice to have it simplified, but I love the old mechanics. Oh, it's just dividing on its own. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so all of those will go up. We need to be careful. Oh. Okay, Conjurer. Okay. Why is the Black Mage, the Thaumaturge all the way up there? Dude, don't do that. You don't need to be that close. You are a ranged magic user. You don't need to be close. You can stay safely at the back, like me, who is not getting close. So what you used to do is you'd have this, you'd summon the blasting cap. You would start, the Marauder would engage, and then when the blasting cap would go off, which is a bomb, it would divide automatically the XIV into smaller parts, but no damage mattered. It didn't take any damage, so you just everybody would basically be standing around and waiting. You know, they'd heal the Marauder, or the tank, and keep him up. Yeah. Not a lot I can do with that stuff either. And that would be it. Until he divided enough that the smaller bits were finally able to take damage. Damageable? And then everybody would just, you know, blast on those things and they'd be over in 2 seconds. But basically one person would stand there and watch for the Spriggan that would come and try to douse the blasting cap. And one DPS would just have nothing at all to do because they'd just be standing around waiting for the Icarus Ire to be small enough to be in several small bits. This part is probably going to be the same, I assume. There's a treasure coffer over there, that's why I'm going this way. Also, I really do like how, like, the last part of this, the Copperbell Mines is so different from the first. Like, you get this variety that's really nice to just kind of change things up and make it look interesting. But yeah, so this along with Sestasha, and we saw Tam-Tara in the last episode, are the 3 like initial dungeons that you go through. And it's like they have this, you know, they have the quest, so they send you from one to the next to the next. So you get to see all of the, not just the city that it's nearby, but also the surrounding area, and a little bit more of just the world in general. You know, you can do some more of the quests if you want to. It also has the quest for the cheese. Should we get those? Yeah, we're good. The housing areas, if you want to open those up, you can do that. Now this patch that just came out opened up housing for Ishgard, finally. I'm not even going to try for that because I know it's going to be like the one place everybody wants to go, and I am not prepared to deal with. I don't even have the money for a good-sized house, not to mention dealing with, you know, people sniping and buying. It's like a race. You know, you have to be on top of it. You have to be competitive, and I just don't have the energy for that. Like, I wish that I could get someone else to do it for me. You know, I need a real estate agent for Eorzea. Boy, my voice is really going. There, took something to drink. I should have got some water, but I did not. Oh, they took out these guys. And this little... there was a wall here. So I guess they wanted to make it easier to see that the treasure trove was there. And the treasure coffer. Yeah, they definitely reduced the number of enemies. I'm just happy that... oh my goodness. Boy, all this got opened up. This never used to look like this. Slaves no more. Free! Free! That should really be a deep voice that I can't do. Slaves no more. Oh, shush. And there is Gygas the Great. Yeah, this is all different. All of the surrounding area they changed too. And they just made it a big arena. Now this one was kind of fun because he would go and try to start knocking open holes in the walls after a while. There's a... I wonder if this... ooh, shit. Now he has mechanics. Now it's not just wail on him until he's dead. Interesting. Shut up! And I'm really wondering what this, like, is that the way out? So one other nice thing about doing this with NPCs is you can see where they go, and you know that that's the place where you need to stand. Like sometimes it's easier. Like this is pretty simple. Like obviously he's, safe space is just inside the circle of his hitbox. But sometimes it's not, and it'll get more difficult as time goes on. I'm going to do the limit break in just a second. But he has more mechanics than he used to, and it's interesting. So yeah, pay attention to the NPCs, see where they run. Make sure you are not in the orange circles. That's important. Jeez, when it fills the whole arena or the whole space like this, that means there's obviously just like the one safe space, and you will probably not die from it, but you might take significant damage. And oh, I was hoping to. No, I should have done head graze. I wonder. Nope, that doesn't interrupt me. I was really hoping. I mean, it's fine, but yeah, it gives you a little bit of more information about how to deal with mechanics with stuff like this. Yeah, we did it. And again, I'm over time for the episode, but that's okay. I got Foe Striker's boots. I wonder if those are going to be enough for me. Oh, they are. Nice. Oh, those are nice boots, too. Okay. Plundered knives. Again, useless to me since I'm not a rogue. Alright, so we have finished Copperbell Mines. And with that, we are going to end this particular episode. Because I need to go. This is over time, and I have to edit last episode so that I can start, posting again. Anyway, thanks for being patient and waiting on me. I appreciate that more than I can say. If you did come back, if you're new, hi. Leaving a like or a follow or subscribing would really be appreciated. But obviously, I'm just happy if you made it to the end of the video. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Have a good one. Bye.